Oh, hey there, folks. Barry Calkins here, celebrating the grand opening of BK Inspections. And with that, our very first BK 5-minute tip. A quick, friendly dose of home maintenance, neighborly wisdom served up with a side of common sense. Today's topic is one that doesn't get enough love, but it absolutely should: HVAC maintenance. I'm going to focus especially on the dangers of carbon monoxide, how to avoid those dangers, and the unsung hero of your gas appliance setup. Of course, I'm talking about the Type B flue pipe, my favorite pipe. So whether you're a homeowner, a landlord, or just someone who likes breathing air, this one's for you. An HVAC system is the unsung hero of your home, silently working year-round to keep things cozy in the winter and refreshingly cool in the summer. And oftentimes you don't even have to think about it, as long as they're working. But even the hardest workers need a little care to keep performing at their best. First of all, change your air filters every 1 to 3 months. And probably most of you need to go change your air filter right now. If you can't remember the last time you did it, or it looks like a lint trap from 1995, it's time. Check your duct work. Look for leaks or signs of raccoon residency. Schedule a seasonal tune-up. It's cheaper than an emergency repair and less stressful than trying to get your heat fixed in the middle of January. A well-maintained HVAC system runs smoother, lasts longer, and saves you money. And not to sound too dramatic here, but it just might save your life. Carbon monoxide, CO, is sneaky. It's colorless, odorless, and deadly in high doses. It comes from burning fuel, gas, oil, wood, you name it. And if it's not properly vented, it can build up and lead to trouble fast. Here's how to stay ahead of it. CO detectors. These should be installed on every level of your home, especially near bedrooms. One per bedroom minimum. Test them monthly. Replace batteries when they chirp, or better yet, before they chirp at 2 a.m. and you're out of bed in your pajamas trying to track down the one that needs its batteries changed. Have fuel burning appliances serviced regularly. That includes your gas furnace, your gas water heater, your gas logs, anything with a flame that isn't a birthday candle should be regularly maintained. If your CO alarm ever does go off, and I'm not just talking about the chirps, an actual alarm, don't play detective. Get out, call the gas company, let the pros handle it. This is deadly, dangerous stuff we're dealing with. Now, let's talk about flue pipes. Type B vents are double-walled tubes, a tube inside of a tube, that carry combustion gases from your appliances out of your home. They're designed to keep hot gases moving upward and out while minimizing condensation. But when things go wrong, corrosion, disconnections, or poor slope, those gases can leak back into your living space, and that's where the trouble starts. Here's the sort of sciencey part. Combustion gases contain water vapor. As they cool, that vapor condenses into a liquid. That liquid causes rust. Rust leads to holes. Holes lead to gas leaks. Gas leaks lead to a very bad time. The good news? You don't need to be an HVAC tech to spot a little trouble. All you need is a flashlight, a mirror for peeking behind tight spots that your head won't fit in, and a pair of functioning eyeballs. One will do in a pinch. Then simply follow these steps. Start at the appliance. We're going to look at a gas furnace in just a moment. Start at the furnace. The flue connection should be tight and secured with screws, not duct tape or chewing gum or wishful thinking. And then follow the pipe. It should slope upward at least a 1/4 inch per foot. That's a minimum. If it's flat or sloping down, that's a big problem. Hot air rises, and it needs a slope to rise up. Look for rust, gaps, or stains. These are signs of moisture and possible leaks. Check clearances. Type B vents only need 1 inch of space from anything flammable. That includes wood framing, insulation, and Aunt Edna's homemade quilts. Single wall pipes require a minimum of 6 inches. Inspect the termination. Outside, the vent cap should be upright, intact, free of any birds or wasp nests. And finally, trust your nose. If you smell exhaust or feel dizzy, stop inspecting and start ventilating. Get out. Call someone with the tools and the training to take it from there. Now, let's go inside and take a look at a real dangerous scenario that this homeowner just avoided.
Okay, here's the flue pipe that I want to look at with you today. This is a fairly typical kind of mid-efficiency forced air gas furnace that you see in a lot of homes here in my market, here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a very, very common type of setup. The first thing you want to check is just get a general look at the flue pipe itself and make sure that it's got proper slope. 1/4 inch per foot, and I think this one is more than exceeds that minimum. Remember now, we're trying to force hot air to rise. The steeper the slope, the easier, the less restricted it can rise. With that, you want to have as few angles as possible. Every bend, every angle will slow things down, and when things slow down, the gas will begin to cool, and when the gas begins to cool, it won't rise as effectively. You're going to have more condensation, more water, more risk for corrosion and rust that begins to form. These flue pipes have to be mechanically attached somehow. You can't just use tape to take them together. Some screw together, some snap together, some have some sort of locking mechanism. Again, always follow the manufacturer's instructions. What I want to look at with you today, and what I found that was the inspiration for this video, was some very troubling signs of corrosion that could lead to big trouble sooner, if not later. In particular, when you're investigating, you're looking for signs of corrosion, always start with the little creases and bends. Water is less likely to gather in the smoother portions of the pipe. It's more likely to gather where it's got a place it can settle into. It's not going to flow out of as easily because it's got this little crease here. And that, of course, is where you see all of this corrosion. We can see it in nearly every crease, every crinkle, which tells me that we have a serious, or at the very least, a long-term issue of condensation. Combustion gases cooling to the point where the water vapor turns into a liquid, gathers in these little creases, sits there, begins to rust, begins to corrode. That, folks, is trouble. You want to get this replaced ASAP. This system should not be run this winter until this flue pipe is changed. Fortunately, this guy is smart enough to have a CO detector, so when that thing did eventually rust all the way through, if it hasn't already, at least he's got that boy right there to give him a heads up. So, good job on that.
So there you have it. HVAC maintenance, carbon monoxide safety, and flue pipe basics.